Alright, guys.
Yeah, man. Let me do that.
So, real quick, let's not break tradition. Can we get a slate, please? There we go. You're good to go, fellas.
All right. I think we should start this off differently.
Hold up. Redo it. I'm an asshole.
You didn't record
Gotta
on
hit record
audio.
on the audio.
I saw you hit record on all this, and I'm
I hit
like,
record on everything except the audio.
it's all right. We got
It's
the little
okay.
nerves out.
'Cause now I remember. Now I remember I did shit. I went to
Alright, so can we get...
And we can get a little more energy.
yeah.
Do you want to restart the
mellowness,
cameras?
But
Huh?
I like the mellowness.
Yeah,
but-
yeah. Me too.
But could we get... Could we retake tradition and get another slate?
Yeah, let me just check something.
Yep.
What was
What the
that?
hell was that?
That was you?
No.
It sounded like it came from in here.
It had to, right?
The killer is in the house.
Excuse me. All right, you want to slate us?
Oh, me? That work?
Yeah, terrible start.
All right. Welcome back to the Studio 3K BK podcast. Is that the name? Did we make a name for this thing?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, cool. And I'm Andrew.
I'm Danny.
And yeah, new year, new us, new chairs,
Same studio.
same studio, new table that we're going to put all kinds of random things on. So
All kinds of random things.
that's like a little...
Your beer will probably stay.
What was that called? Like
Foreshadowing?
not a foreshadowing, but like a scavenger hunt kind of I Spy
Easter
kind of
eggs.
situation.
Whoa,
Easter eggs,
Easter eggs.
perfect. Yeah. So yeah,
I like it. Let's start from the end. Let's start from the end of 2022.
okay.
How'd you guys end your 2022?
You can start us off, Andrew.
Okay, cool. Let's see. December, I went to Art Basel. That was fun.
I had very FOMO of that.
Yeah, that was fun. That was I went to Diddy's house. And the only reason I remember this because
Yes,
he just said something off camera about Diddy. So went to Diddy's house. That was a thing that happened. And yeah, Art Basel was like super fun. I feel like people are finally outside. Like it was packed.
Like the post-COVID,
Like,
post-COVID outside, right?
Yeah,
That's what you mean?
post-COVID.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like finally, like they're just all outside.
How was the post-COVID crowd?
It was ridiculous. It was like beyond, like I didn't want to be there.
How do you navigate that kind of scene of that week? Because everyone, I feel like all of New York's there. Andrew was there and got me a job out here, and it was at a club, and that joint was empty because all their usual party goers are all in Miami.
I did, yeah. I did get you that job. Yeah, how was that? That was good though, right?
No, everyone was in Miami. I sent a clip at like I think my end time was 1:00. I sent a clip at like 12:45, like just to let you know, you might not get the content you're expecting because this club is empty.
Oh shit.
But you know, I hired a video dude, and he turned lemon into lemonade.
Yeah, I did see
He made
that.
that joint great.
He did. It looked good. But how do I navigate that? I mean, like the people or just like
Just the whole experience, you know, especially is so many like different events. Like, how do you pick the events that you got access to? Or
yeah, it was. I remember getting like a PDF of just all the events, and there was just no way you could possibly go to everything all at once. Like, I mean, I just picked literally, I think I only went to maybe 4 or 5 events for the whole weekend because it was just too much. It was overwhelming at a certain point.
anything art related or just
I did go to a little art. I did go see a little art during the days. You know, the days were for the art, and then the party and the turn up was at night. So
yeah.
That's it. That was the end of your.
yeah, and then family stuff, and I'm trying to think of actual work things. It's kind of weird for me because I wasn't doing a lot of like photography stuff towards the end of the year. Like all of Q4 was all my other hat of being like event curator, and like all of that was like happening.
What were you curating?
I did like a bunch of stuff for Soul House. I did like Busta Rhymes and French Montana, and Ashanti, but Ashanti wasn't Soul House; it was something else. But like, yeah, Ashanti, some
That's a fact. We saw selfies. You took selfies finally, right?
I took one.
He was in Johnny's video for one, right?
I was in Johnny's video
Johnny
for
Nunez,
one. He caught me actually working, which was cool. And I did like a little video thing with Busta because he was like cool about it. But yeah, I finally took one. Finally took a selfie.
There it is. That's your New Year resolution? Are you going to start taking more selfies at these events? Or
I'm going to try.
you're going to try?
Maybe I should like hire someone to just like do video of me.
Just a straight up MTV Diary vibe?
Yeah, that would be actually lit.
I wish I could.
That
do
was
right
super
now.
cool, actually. Yeah. I feel like also I would have to line up like the perfect day, because like I don't want it to
Every
be like
day.
my normal day, because my normal day is me just home with my son.
And people want to see that though. You know?
Yeah, that's kind of boring, I think.
Yeah.
Danny, what
And I
about you? What was your
transitioning to me?
Q4 like?
My Q4 was really good work wise. You know, I think I had the most financially successful work week or work quarter since I started, which is 10 years later. You know, so happy it's finally starting to come into fruition. A lot of different events, especially in December, with all the holiday parties. I did some stuff with Amazon, which was like live photos, portraits, that was really cool because that wasn't like a regular event. That's like just doing what I would do in here in the studio, like one light, but just making everyone feel like they're in the studio environment, because no one wants, I guess Amazon or whoever, they didn't want like there's like an iPad photo booth. They want like actual engagement. So that was really cool.
I did
That helps
something like that
yeah.
too, actually. Totally forgot about that. Sorry. I said I did something like that too, but I totally forgot about it.
Oh yeah, that was a headshot thing.
Yeah, like a headshot thing for Sony Orchard. The Orchard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shout out to my guy Najee over there. Yeah, me and Najee go way back.
Yeah?
Yeah, you know Najee?
No. Did I shoot him?
I don't know. I didn't see any. I didn't see any of the pictures, but he does another show, the Cigar Talk.
Okay, I think I've seen that. Maybe you reposted it or something like that.
Now we're getting outside this topic. Yeah. Sorry. What else I did? Yeah, a lot of holiday parties, a lot of random events, concerts. I really had to go back and look. Oh, I did Nas's album release party. That was cool.
That's big.
Yeah. Now y'all got the wings.
Yeah, all the dope shit you did.
It was cool. Like Nas posted a picture and I'm like, yeah, screenshot and repost. It's me.
Wait, Nas posted a picture with you and him?
No, he posted just a picture I took of him,
gotcha.
and Hit Boy. Like I did a whole. They did a dinner before, and then next door they had like a party and all that. So that was cool.
Nice.
Shout out Johnny for that connection.
I remember that.
What else was like surreal? I don't know. I gotta really think and look back. I was
like
trying to grab my phone. Yeah, especially.
Wait, did you take selfies though? Are you taking selfies or?
Nah, I don't do the selfies.
You don't do the selfies?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Selfies
like-
are weird, but this year I do want to focus on me as a brand as well. So you will start seeing a lot more reels. Go check them out.
You've been on
that
this reel
last year. But this year, for real, you're going to see a lot more video. But IG is stunning my growth on there.
Yeah.
Every time I get
like
paid,
that.
my views go down dramatically.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
yeah. So,
See, like I'm like, we were just talking off camera again, but I was redoing my portfolio and like trying to focus back in on me a little bit this year. So I'm right there with you. And then I think a lot more of the reels and just focusing on the work a little bit more.
I don't know the last podcast we did, but I did go viral on TikTok. And I think that was before our last podcast. I mean, after our last podcast. So I went from having like 100 followers off of one video to now I got more followers on my TikTok than IG, which is like 7,000 or so
Oh, wow.
off of one video. Right now, I think it's at 1.5 million. And it's just a simple clip of Kodak Black dancing. Yeah, it's
doing
that
the
one.
dance?
Yeah, it's him doing his dance.
Yeah.
But that I was like, man, it's kind of easy to grow on there. So I'm gonna I tried to find the moments like the Nas videos didn't do well on TikTok, but he don't got TikTok, so maybe that's why it's just finding the right audience.
I think the younger stuff works.
Yeah, but then Queen Latifah went crazy.
No,
So I'm like,
That's the equalizer, though. You feel me?
Queen Latifah's the
and
equalizer.
that is true.
Okay.
Yeah. But she went crazy on IG. I like to see like on IG and TikTok what does what, because I post the same content.
Right.
And like Remy's gonna kill me, but I did post Nicki Minaj and I had to hide that. Yeah, but she was there at the same concert, so I was like, it makes sense to post this.
I mean,
And it was that day that weekend when she was going viral at Powerhouse for all her dancing and all that. So
Boy.
yeah, she was going crazy. So I just posted a clip. And this is because I knew IG was messing with me, because as soon as it got out of its 30-day period, it quadrupled in numbers. So that shows a sign. Like right now, I think it might be at 100K. But if I would have got that 100K while I could get paid, they knew what they were doing.
Of course.
But I'm like, I need to get more moments like that. So I got some events coming up that we'll talk about, I guess, at the end of this. And yeah, we'll see.
I mean, we could talk about it now. Let's transition. What are we doing for 2023?
Workshops. I'm making him do a workshop.
He's making me do a workshop.
I already put one into the universe. I have one on February 4th, which is from the day we're filming, I think, next week. I got to start planning that
February
shit.
4th. Wait, are we filming February 4th?
No, that's the day of my workshop.
Oh, yeah.
So I got to start putting that together, because that's like in a week from now. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, workshops. That's what's happening. And then, man, what am I doing for the year? Again, it's weird because I'm like teetering back and forth between like photography stuff and then all this other event curation stuff. Like I just did an activation with Diageo, which is like one of the biggest, if not the biggest, alcohol company. Or I guess they call it like alcohol houses, and they have all these other alcohols underneath them. So I just did like put together their like back to the office employee activation thing. I don't even know what to call it, but like I had a whole bunch of different like yoga in the morning and headshots. I did headshots again. Different foods, happy hour, DJ, stuff like that for 2 days. So like, stuff like that has been pretty fulfilling, I guess, for me. And I'm liking that a lot. So it's I'm teetering back and forth, but I also want to shoot, and I also want to like a gallery show, and I want to like do some art. So
putting it out there.
Put that in the air. Done. I'm like, I want I want to do some art, and I want a gallery show this year. It's always supposed to be for my birthday, and my birthday's too close.
Just passed.
Like I have to like do it throughout the year for my birthday, because my birthday is in January, so early January too. So
So he's gonna work on it this year,
right? So maybe you'll see it
next year.
There you go.
If we ever recap,
right?
We're doing his gallery. I want to do a gallery now. I think I need to, because I don't really post Chucks and Cameras as a hashtag no more, but I just got a reminder when Kendrick Lamar gave my first pair of Converse. So it's been 10 years now. So I think it's about time to just go through these 10 years and kind of find some of the dopest moments that I liked and do what I want to do.
That's fire.
Reach out to Converse for that though. Yeah.
That'd be
do it the way I want to do it.
The other day I used to have this photo series called Live from the Wall, like when I first started shooting, and I would just New York people or who's who at New York would just come to my house and shoot in my living room on my white wall in my living room.
Or the exposed brick wall.
And this was, I just saw it now, and it's like, it was 2012, 2013. So like everything is about 10 years now. Mm-hmm. So now I'm like, shit, I need to because I have dope people that was in that.
How do you find the dope people to shoot for that?
At the time, it was just people that was just out and about.
Outside. He's been
It was
outside.
just outside. I've been outside. I've been out. I'm not new to the outside. People, and you know what's so funny? Because people like hit me and they're just like, "Oh my God, you're like always out." I was like, "Yeah, this is not even like
man's
I'm
been
always.
doing this.
I'm literally home a lot. Like I'm out once a week now. I don't know what Instagram is portraying, but like
Instagram is portraying you.
like I'm like out every night,
Yeah,
right?
man, you a scumbag out there in these streets, my guy.
It's kind of
You are
crazy.
out there.
It's crazy because like the amount of time I spend home versus the amount of time I'm outside is like nowhere near each other. But like everyone's just like, "Yo, you be out? Do you sleep?" And I'm like, "Yeah, very well actually." But yeah,
Algorithm when we see it.
Yeah, I don't
2
know what
days
it is.
later, it looked like you fresh outside.
I don't know what it is, but like, yeah, been outside. Just everyone I feel like at the time was growing and trying to be who they are now. So I have like all these like dope people who are actually somebody now. Did I say that weirdly? They're like, you know, they're bigger. They're bigger now. And I have these pictures from 10 years ago that I'm like sitting on, and I don't know what to do with them yet, but I don't know if I should do it then and now or like, I don't know. I have
Be dope with then and now.
Yeah. And I had numbered them and I think I got maybe close to 100 people. So yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Random tangent, but yeah.
That's dope. So with the new year, what kind of new things are you guys looking forward to? Like as far as technology, new camera stuff, new video stuff, AI, anything
Yeah.
like that?
I was just
AI.
about to say AI when you said new
I
technology.
ain't telling y'all nothing about AI.
But just letting like everything you see on social media, at least some people I follow, they talk about how AI helps. So just like how it can help with certain things without saying too much.
Right,
I don't
yeah.
want everyone to use what we're about to do, which is nothing. Obviously, anyone could think of it. And I'm sure other people are doing it, but
I think it's just leveraging it. Yeah. Leveraging AI.
I know you said you're
To
scared
help.
of technology.
I'm
but
scared as hell of technology, man. I was watching Terminator like sometime like during Thanksgiving. I was like, this is how this shit starts with AI. And you know, because they got those pictures that look like real life pictures and shit that's made by AI, but you could tell it's not like a real picture because the hands still can't
Yeah.
be
Still can't do the hands.
like computers and humans are terrible at hands.
Is it like hands and ears or something like that? It was something weird. It was like two things that was just like, you can't.
I don't know.
Why can't they? just
like two
do-
random things.
Hands feels like such an easy thing to do though, and it's
So
like
you
they
need-
put 6 fingers for whatever reason.
Yep.
It's like whoa,
Yeah, it's real.
so
That's probably
random.
how we were supposed to be into
Yeah,
evolution.
Well, yeah, maybe
They
maybe
know
it's
some-
teaching us
they know
something.
something we don't know. Yeah.
computer. That'd be crazy talk.
But yeah, just using, I guess, technology wise, nothing really. My camera's good and all my. I do want some new lenses, but
I
That's-
definitely need I think I need an 85 now, finally, and then probably gonna do like a better 50 mil because I still have a very plasticky,
got this
the
plastic
nifty
one.
50.
the one that's on you is the $100 Nifty 50 I
See?
got off my boy.
Hey, I look great though.
Yeah. I was surprised. 85's clutch.
Yeah,
I
see?
like that. I use the Sigma one. So it's a little cheaper than the name brand joints. I want a 7200 really bad again, but I don't want to drop that 3500.
Yeah,
For the layman's at home, for like the starter photographers at home that may be watching, what is the biggest difference between like, let's say a Sigma brand and actual brand like a Sony made, a Nikon made, Canon made?
It's quality. Well, it depends too, because like that 50 compared the $100 50 or whatever that retailer is compared to that's a 1.8, I believe, compared to a 1.4, just the hold of it alone. One's metal, one's plastic.
yeah.
The glass is a different quality, so there's those differences there. But in terms of like Sigma and like the Canon version, if you put the two pictures side by side, if they're edited, you're not gonna know the difference. I feel. I don't know.
feel like-
yeah.
Shh, I'm gonna tell you a secret.
Pro tip.
I shoot with that plastic 50 a lot. a whole lot. And I feel like no one really knows the difference. Like in studio, when your lighting is right and you're going for a certain look, I guess. I don't think anyone really can tell the difference. And then you add, like, you retouch after.
Yeah, that's what
No one can tell the difference.
No one knows that he's been using $100 lens
for quite a while, probably too long because I just got lazy. But yeah, no one can tell.
Yeah, what works? Why fix it?
What works? I mean, there is blurring, like you know, the technical.
Yeah, super technical.
If it get real technical, like you can see like a lot of blurring on like edges with the like cheaper lenses because they're not as sharp. But that's if you're, you know, I think, yeah, and I think if you're shooting like product or something like that, I think it comes in a little bit. You know, it's a little bit more.
It depends what the final use is.
Right. Really. But if you're doing like people, 9 times out of 10, people want to be smooth. So they
want that softer look.
So they want the details.
They don't want those details happening. So
it's true.
Hey, I think it, you know, but and I guess also a better lens can help a cheaper camera. So if you have a cheaper camera, more expensive lens and a better lens can like help you that way. But, you know, if you have a nice, you know, good camera, then
So while we're talking about cameras, what do you guys prefer? Like full frame, micro four thirds? What are you guys shooting on?
Full frame, man. Yeah. I don't. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I did shoot on my 7D the other day, and it was okay. I mean, again, it just depends on what you're shooting and why you're shooting it, yada yada. But yeah, no, full frame now. I will say that I am a dinosaur because I still like I like regular viewfinders and not digital viewfinders.
He has not moved over to mirrorless yet.
No.
Meanwhile, I might have been the first person with a mirrorless camera.
Yes,
ever.
Yeah, you definitely were.
But that's because I used to work at Sony. So when they came out, I was on the forefront. But I was just telling someone I had a shoot yesterday, and the boyfriend was like, he's trying to get into the film and video. And I was like, one, spend what's in your budget. You don't need a full frame camera, especially if you're doing video and you're doing stuff outside. He lives in LA. So it's like, unless you're doing like nightclubs and things where it's dark, you don't need full frame to get that extra light. Right. You know, there's just all different needs. Like the quality, if you put the A7C and the A7S next to each other, you're not going to see a difference. But the price is a dramatic difference. So, you know, like just get what you can afford. I've had some of the biggest jobs I did with my Sony equivalent to a T3i. You know, so which is an A55 for the people that know. Yeah. No one knows that. So
the
like
little Rebel.
That's from the Rebel, right?
Yeah, but everyone knows a T3i.
Right, Rebel.
That was everyone's starter camera, you know?
Yeah, the T3i is like the Honda Civic again.
I shot Dr. Dre with that, you know? Like, yeah.
Shit.
But yeah, it's just get what you can afford. I want to downgrade and get an everyday camera. My guy Photo by Rome got that Fujifilm, and I was just telling him every time I see him post a hashtag with his photos, I'm like, I'd buy no.
You know what? I will say that. I mean, it's not my style, but I always love to see like the people who always got the camera on them, and then they just take random photos. I'm like, damn, I want to like do something like that, but I just know I'm also probably not going to. But I want to.
Size camera.
So maybe if I get a smaller size camera and just always have it on me.
That's a great segue, actually, to a new segment that we have called Candid. So basically, this segment is, what is something or a style of shooting or anything that you can do that you haven't done in a while?
Street photography, I guess, is that.
Yeah, I guess street. That's a good transition. I mean, street photography and probably club stuff or event photography.
Yeah, he tried this past few months. My man don't got.
I ain't got it. I don't got it no more.
Well, one, he just don't have the proper.
You know what? I don't have the proper. Oh yeah, that was last year.
Flash, and he's
last
like,
year.
Yeah.
Had this gig. I don't know why I waited to the last minute.
I'm sorry.
I waited to the last minute to get a flash, a speed light. I'm like, Oh, no problem. I'm gonna go and get a speed light. No problem. Go. I don't remember what day. I guess it was a Jewish holiday. Was it a Jewish holiday? It ended up. It ended up being a Jewish holiday. So B&H is out. Ended up being too late to get to Adorama. Adorama was probably closed too.
They were about to close.
Or about to close.
They were closed, but he thought they were open.
Right.
Their website was
The website was misleading. So I'm like, all right, no problem. Best Buy. Best Buy has to have a speed light somewhere. Go to one Best Buy. They're like, oh yeah, we had one, but nah, you should go to, I think it was like Union Square. I'm like, oh, okay, fine. Go to this one. It says like they have 3. All right, cool. Get there. No speed lights. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna figure this out. No problem. I'm gonna just use
We're
my
like 30
onboard.
minutes away to the event.
Right. I'm like, no problem. I'm gonna just use my onboard cam. Long story short, I did pull it. I pulled through. She
Shout
liked
out
the
that
photos.
camera because the newer cameras don't got flash.
That's also true. I was shooting on my 7D Mark I.
Damn.
These new cameras don't got an onboard flash.
New cameras don't have onboard flashes.
Pop-up flash.
Pop-up flash.
Sheesh.
And it did
done.
work. It did work. It got the job done. I mean, it wasn't the sharpest photos. It wasn't like the cleanest, but it got the job done. So
Yeah. Those are some good photos. They did work on the internet. I seen them.
yeah.
I did video for that event. So they wanted photo and video, and that's kind of impossible to do in today's landscape by yourself, especially a small like dinner party that was. But I remember my man was stressing. So I was like, yo, if you want, I'll do the photos because I got the equipment. He's like, I got it. I was just trying to get out the video edit.
Yeah. He was trying. And I was like, I'm not video editing that. I'm not editing that. I was like, I'm going to make these photos work.
And then we just took the money and it went to rent.
Yeah, right. Went directly to rent. But yeah.
How about you, Danny? What is something that you can do that you haven't did in a while?
Well, I want to get back into sports photography. So that was something that I can do that I haven't done in a while. If we're getting technical. Besides that, street photography I would like to do. In the same issue, I think it's size of cameras and just having it on you.
Yeah.
Even though I have a mirrorless camera, my main camera has a battery adapter and my lens is like giant. Maybe if I got like a pancake lens or something, I'd bring it more. Or just buy a smaller camera. But that's something I really want to get into.
Yeah.
Just documenting everyday life. I see some dope people that do really dope street photography. Like, man, I could do that, but then I don't, because I don't.
Like black and whites. Like, oh man, this is so dope.
I don't think I have any photos that, besides like maybe an IG filter, I was like, oh, I just want to put a filter, but I don't have any photos I intentionally did in black and white. I think
Right. Same.
that'd be cool.
That's 2.
Is black and white cheating?
No.
In what sense?
Like on the artsy tip, right? Like a lot of people take black and white, like they just set their camera on black and white, and it kind of feels like cheating.
Why? Because it's more moody?
Because
Because that's what it does?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just like,
you know it's cheating? Mirrorless cameras. Cheating.
Oh, no, it's just faster autofocus, honestly.
Cheating. It has like 1 million focal points. That's
it does.
cheating.
But it also depends on the camera you got, because before I upgraded, my joint would take forever to focus. And that was an issue. I had to like get it to a science. Like I had to pre-predict like when someone's going to focus, especially in an event or something. Whereas now sometimes feels like cheating, especially when it has the eye autofocus button where no matter where they are, it will find that person's eye. That is, just make sure everything's sharp. It's not cheating. It's just using technology and AI to its advantage.
was that the start of AI right there? Mirrorless
cheating.
camera?
There's so much AI that we don't even know about. But now that like the internet is, AI this, AI that. What do you think your iPhone processor is? It's AI trying to predict what the photo should look like. That's why when you take a picture, it does a like subtle change and then it doesn't look like what you took the picture of. It's because it's AI.
Or like Photoshop.
And shit.
Photoshop been AI for a long time.
Thank God for that AI.
Yeah, me too.
Slows down
Adobe
the
really got
process.
some ill AI shit going on
Right.
right now. Like on the audio tip, they have
I was about to
Adobe
mention that.
podcast that with your camera audio, if you're shooting video or whatever, You just drop the audio into that shit and it cleans it right up.
So like the first part you forgot to
Adobe would have just forgot.
except human error, but
yeah, that's. I would like to do sports, and I guess I am gonna start doing street. I'm gonna buy a camera, a small.
You know what? Yeah, I was just sitting here like, you know what? I'm gonna buy something cheap. Like, it doesn't even have to be crazy. Like something just not a point and shoot.
Some
but
ill video stuff last year with that 360 camera situation.
Oh yeah, I scratched my lens.
Oh,
So you just stopped seeing content of that. But and then they came out with a new one. So now like I want the new one, you know, but only if it uses the same batteries because I bought like 3 batteries. So I got to do that research. But yeah, I scratched the lens and then I did a job when I guess it did scratch. It was extra, but my friend proposed. And in all the footage, you see like some scratches across the key moments. And I just felt so bad because it happened like while we were out shooting. Yeah. I don't know how, probably hit like a branch or something. We was in Central Park and it was such an amazing moment. He proposed in front of the Met, like on the stairs.
Damn.
And it was great. And I'm like, yeah, the footage is going to be good. And I hit playback and I'm like, hey, what is this? The scratch. You can't get rid of that. You know,
you just build with all the segues to it. Because the next thing that I wanted to know, right? Because like Valentine's Day is right around the corner, right? So it's like, what are some good shoot ideas or themes that you guys can share with the people out there for something like Valentine's Day?
I don't know.
So I remember like I was just looking on Facebook memories and it showed something that me and my boy Greg, we tried to like do this like shoot for love type of like theme thing and like get people to do shoots, but I didn't really shoot that much in studio, so we booked no one. But it just popped up. That was hilarious. But
oh, you know what?
like
I had done
shoots. I've never really done them. My friends, like a lady will want to surprise like her partner with like sexy photos, I guess. So like I didn't shoot like as sexy as Andrew does. He goes super sexy with some of these ladies. But,
Scandalous.
Yeah. But it was nice. I think her partner loved them. So, you know, like stuff like that, you can surprise your partner with those kind of photos, especially if you don't do that on a normal.
What is it? Boudoir?
Yeah.
Boudoir. Yeah.
Couple shoots is always a thing, but in studio, you got to kind of get really themed out because if not, it gets very repetitive after a while with posing and stuff. You can't just have like a plain red background.
Yeah, I haven't really done much. Not really the theme guy. I don't really do too many like themes, to be honest. Like I'm very like, I like to be negative space and lots of white and, you know, like that's me. So I don't really do too many themes, but I did do this one with one of my homegirls last year, but we ended up like doing a lot of Photoshop, but she was like in red or something. And then she ended up like sitting on hearts. And I can send you that so you can pop it up here. But like, yeah, she was like sitting on hearts and stuff. So that was cool. But honestly, not really big on themes. Yeah, to be honest. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm boring.
That's the end of that segment.
Yeah. We were thinking, now that we like moved the studio around, we've always been thinking about putting like a wall here.
Yeah.
Because we have this empty space, especially if we move the couch and stuff, and have it be different themes. So like different types of like floral backgrounds or whatever the designer came up with. We've yet to do it. But speaking of themes,
it's coming.
Yeah, that's something that we were thinking of, because there's some studios that get booked a lot because they have like just small little studio, I guess, themed areas or themed backgrounds. Right. And people book that a lot. So we're like, maybe we'll do something similar.
That's a slippery slope. It could fuck around, look like those prison backgrounds. You know the prison pictures.
Yes. Yeah. It is a slippery slope.
The graffiti city behind
it. Wouldn't be like, it wouldn't be like that. It would be like, you know, like an actual floor wall.
Like an actual designer that would make it look nice. Yeah. It's not us doing
like
that.
3D.
So for 2023, Studio 3K BK, as the studio, what's the direction? What are we doing? What's
Shit.
What do you guys have in mind?
Good question. No, I mean, I want to 100% get more memberships, like more member photographers and artists to just use the space. So like that's my main thing, like to increase the amount of people in here using the space.
All right. So tell the people about that. How do they go about getting a membership or joining the 3KBK
You
family?
can go to studio3kbk.com and hit that contact button and just be like, hey, I want to be a member. And then I will, myself or Danny or two of our other partners. It doesn't.
It goes straight to him.
Okay, so me, I will hit you directly and we'll talk about it. Or you can hit us on IG too.
And that's probably me.
And that's
most
probably
likely.
that's probably
But
Danny.
also to build on that, I guess like building community, and that's what like the workshop I want to do. I got some other outside of us doing workshops. I do want to get other people that use the studio to do workshops, and so like someone that's a director might come in here, or my homegirl, she does film photography, so it would be cool to see like how to do film photography in the studio, because I know how, but I don't do that. She does like that. All she does, you know, so like it'd be cool to teach that. So just bringing people here, doing some free workshops, maybe some paid ones, but those would be more like intensive, like build your portfolio, like in a weekend type joint where we have like models and makeup and all that. But just bringing people here to the space to either use it or just see it and hang out and just build some type of, I hate the word community, but that's like, that's the key word that people use. Let's build a community.
Community is going to be the new culture.
Yeah. So, but you know, just getting people in here, because especially now that we're slowly, hopefully, God willing, in a more post-COVID world, that people are more comfortable being outside and doing shit. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that'll be, yeah. What he said.
Yeah.
Exactly what he said.
All right, let's get a sign off. Where can the people find you guys at?
Studio 3K BK is definitely the first spot, but then obviously I got my IG, Daniel Vasquez photos. I think my TikTok's the same. I'm not too sure. Like I said, I'm trying to build that. So go to my IG and everything is linked there.
Yep, Studio 3K BK, of course, and then at Andrew Fennell on IG. TikTok, didn't quite do that yet. I need to do that though. Everyone says you can grow so fast on TikTok, so I need to like do that. But yeah, everything else, I think my Twitter, everything else is at Andrew Fennell. So, and then andrewfennell.com.
How about you, man in the back?
Oh, hey, you can find me at First Purple on IG, and I just started a TikTok.
Okay.
And I believe it's First Purple. I don't know the name on it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I go on there like twice a month. But yeah, First Purple.
You know what happened? Someone took my name on TikTok and I never recovered. So from that point on, I wrote TikTok off. And that was maybe 2-3 years ago when
TikTok
it first started.
They got you that back?
They got me that fast.
That far back?
That fast.
I tried to get Daniel. I thought I was on it. And then, you know.
Because they did like the website shit when the website started to boom. They was like, yo, let's take all the popular names and make them pay us later.
Probably.
Yeah.
So trash.
So trash. So, yeah.
All right. Well, that's it, guys.
Yeah.
That was quick.
Yeah.
We're at 30 minutes.